Hi, it's EDC Ginger again. More of a quick look at the deck. I went to the locals in Little Rock. Well, it's actually in Sherwood, Arkansas, which is the closest here. But I mean, it did pretty decent. I got like 5th out of 17, I think. So I went pretty good. I went against a guy who's undefeated for the past 2 weeks, and he used Dark Worlds as kind of like a joke, trying to lose, and he ended up getting up to like the top 4 with it, and I won the middle game, and he slaughtered me the other 2. But I have done some work to it. I did work at the tournament afterwards too, so I'm looking to rematch this. Probably won't be able to do it tomorrow. I'll have to go next week. But I have gotten some new extra deck add-ons, and sort of finished it. It is 40. Just a heads up, it is a 41 card deck. People who love 40 cards, yeah, sorry, I couldn't limit. Well, I could limit it down, but I wanted more plays, more synchro plays, mostly, and I'll show you. Just to get right on with it, we start out with the 3 Red Eyes Darkness Metals, which, of course, kind of speak for themselves. It is a dragon deck, and these are the best dragons to run in any dragon deck. I recommend them for anything. Next, we got the double Pulsars, double Dark Flare Dragons, and double Wyverns as the new structure deck add-ons. Just 2 of each. You can go up to 3. I've seen people do it. I don't recommend it because they start becoming. I stop wanting that many dragons. I start wanting to do other plays besides dragons in this deck. So they're kind of. It is a Chaos Dragon deck, but you don't want your whole hand clogged up with dragons, because it gets annoying to have straight up only dragons in your hand instead of all your other add-ons that you need. Next we have, of course, Divine Dragon Apocalypse, and the last dragon, which is Neo Galaxy as Photon Dragon. Instead of Blue Eyes, I'm running him because it's a Blue Eyes with an effect. Basically, it has the same attack and defense points, same level, same attributes and type, but it's an XC killer. So, I mean, take it for granted, it's an amazing card. Next we have the Dark Arm Dragon, Chaos Sorcerer, and Gores. Let me see. Next we have double Lilas and double Raikus. Or Raikou, sorry. I've seen people run 3s of each, only running 2 in the main deck. I decided another copy, and I'll show you the side deck later. 1 Gale, 1 Effect Veiler, and 1 Gene Exiled Birdman are the tuners. Effect Veiler staple, and Gale can just totally wreck their monsters, and Gene Exiled is a really good play if you summon. You get Red Eyes Darkness Metal, special summon Dark Flare, back Red Eyes to your hand, special summon this, you get a Stardust or whatever you want to get, which is a really cool play. Most people don't think about it, but it's really good. Next we have double Mystic Tomatoes, acting as our tour guides, Sangan, and Summoner Monk as the main search engines. Yeah, plants are good for you, buses kind of suck. And I'm running a Black Rose Dragon, which I can bring back with Red Eyes Darkness Metal, so I can use the Mystic Tomatoes for that awesome double effect. So yay. And I think last monster is Thunder King Ryo. The 2 traps in this deck would be Safe Zone and Return from a Different Dimension. Safe Zone, I definitely recommend if you know the other player is going to summon Dragonfly and Hornet on the next turn. Make sure the only card on your side of the field is Safe Zone, because they'll most likely target that, and then you can target their Dragonfly. They don't get the search, and everything dies, and it's beautiful. And then they're sitting there like, oh, well, crap. For the spells, we got double Pot Dualities. So double Pot, and we'll get the 3rd Pot, which is Pot of Adverse. Very helpful when you start milling off your deck and you need that extra draw. Especially if you run it with Future Fusion and you don't have any Chaos cards in your hand. You can bat everything to the grave and then bring them right back and draw 2 cards. So basically you can target 5,000 beat stick and then get 2 extra cards for basically nothing, so evens out your hand. Next draw power is Blue of Darkness. I think that's all it draws in this deck. because this deck doesn't need a lot of draws, especially with the banishing power of Allure of Darkness and all that, because you will get some dead hands. I hate to admit it, but you will. But next we have the oh crap, flipped some of the cards over. But 1 DDR, very, very good card. I want to side deck a second one, but I didn't feel like it. I might have, actually. No, I didn't. Monster Reincarnation and a Monster Reborn. I'm not running the Magical Stone Excavation because I don't think bringing back my spells is too big a worry, especially with the discard 2 cards type thing. I don't really like doing that, so that's how that's running. We have a Dark Hole, of course, staple, Heavy Storm, an MST. I'd run 2 more, but I don't want to go over 41 cards because that's pretty much, I'm pretty sure that's the major limit with most really top playing people is 41. They really want 40, but 41 if you have to. I'm using 41 because of my Gale. Book of Moon, of course, Foolish Burial, and Future Fusion, which of course speaks for itself. That's the main deck. The extra deck I have right now is the 5-headed dragon, of course. Locomotion Arginex because of Chaos Sorcerer and Genex Ally, or if a lot of people are running Caius, so you can Monster Reborn their Caius, summon your Genex Ally, and get this and take. Especially if you're doing a mirror match, you can take the Red Eyes, or if you're going against a God deck, you can take their Obelisk, which would be devastating. Actually, I don't think you can take Obelisk. Oh, wait, yeah, it didn't say target, it just says take. So I might be wrong on that one, but I know you can take Winged Dragon Raw, which a lot of people now have because they want the Veilers. Red Nova Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust. Red Nova seems hard to summon, but he's really not if you get used to this deck. 1 Dark Arm Dragon, 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon, in case you're going like against a person with Necro Valley, which is devastating to this deck. You wouldn't think about it, but you can't banish from your graveyard, which sucks. So you take care of the Necro Valley, get an extra 1,000. Yay, Gravekeepers are screwed. Also, if they're running any other nasty field spell, like Future Visions can screw you over. So Ancient Fairy Dragon is very good to have, and you can banish it for Red Eyes. Scrap Archfiend. So the other 7. The only 6 would be Gaia Knight because I don't have Brionac, and I don't have Catastro, otherwise he'd be in here definitely. XC's for Utopia, Leviathan, number 20, Giga Brilliant, and Getchi, and Exabeetle, which a lot of people don't use. But with the double Pulsars, which happens a lot in this deck, yeah, it kind of speaks for itself. Get rid of their back row, drop Pulsar to the grave, and bring them right back pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good card. Actually, I'd say it's one hell of an awesome card. Bought it for $8. Totally worth it. Just sitting in the shop. No one claimed it. The extra deck would be a 3rd Light Pulsar, a 3rd Dark Flare, a 3rd Wyvern, Prime Material Dragon if you're going against those stupid burn decks, Vice Dragon, but yeah, Dark Simorg. I'll show you in a minute where the other Wind is, and he's a good card anyways. Alumna, and Aaron, in case you just start getting to the point where you can't summon lights, and another Raikou and Lila. Neospatian Grand Mole. I had to take him out. I liked him in there, but I had to take him out just to lower the amount of room. But he's a really awesome card, especially going against other things. Here's the Wind. I had to take out my Mist Valley Soldier, but he's really good. If you use him with Sorcerer, you can get instant Stardust or whatever, and that Dark Simorg is really easy to get when you do that. Card Destruction, of course, another draw power. I sided my level 5 Scarred Warrior. It was the only 5 synchro I have, and my other side was Black Winged Dragon, because I had enough level 8s. That's side deck. Someone approached me and asked, he's really comfortable with using multiple traps. Usually has like 10 or 11 traps, which I think is a little overpowered, but he likes running trap cards. So he was wondering why I could get away with 2 traps. Well, the deck ends up milling a lot, and you don't really need that many. But just for people that want to run Chaos Dragon and really feel like they want that trap backup, I did make a sample trap deck with added those 2 cards. You could add these in. Added the return for different dimensional and safe zone. Double bottomless work. These aren't in the side deck, but I'm just showing you extra traps you could think about. A dimensional prison, Mirror Force, a magic cylinder, a Call of the Haunted, and the Solemn Brigade. Probably be the traps I would run if I was going to run any. But yeah, I always keep an extra trap. I put these in cases just because they were originally in a different deck that ran the same cases. So I just cooked that out and showed. But yeah, that would be the deck. Please tell me what you think. I did update from the last one, and I did get a nice comment. That's the reason I'm making this video, is because I did get a nice comment. And yeah, pretty much anybody that says something nice, I'll do something nice back. Went out of my way. As soon as I saw that, I was like really, really happy. And shout out to him. I think it was George something. But yeah, I'm shout out to anybody who gives me a comment, really. Any nice comments. I haven't seen any mean comments yet, but if I do, I'm not really going to care that much. So go ahead and trash. Tell me what you think about the deck, pretty much. Just do it honestly. Don't try to be a dick or try to sweet code anything. Just tell me exactly what you think about the deck. This is doing very well on Dueling Network. It smashes the other top tiers. Dino Rabbit, just get out of here, dinos. But yeah, it's really good to see ran. I really enjoy running this deck. It's really cheap in cost comparatively to most top tier decks. I did try to lower the cost for most budgeted players. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Comment, rate, subscribe, watch any of my other videos. Just pretty much anything you want to do. I would love to hear any faults you find with the deck, anything I should add, anything I should take out. Unless you say Gale, just so it would be 40 cards. I could do that, but I don't really feel like it. So I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.